What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk a little bit more about Paldea Evolved and Fusion Strike and give a little bit of an explanation, because last night I posted a YouTube short, and YouTube shorts, they aren't the best things, but I could tell this reached a wider audience. And you can see the top comment here is from someone who had never commented on my videos before. So obviously a new watcher. Sealed investors selling to sealed investors. That's their comment. Lots of upvotes. So people think, and I was referring to Paldea Evolved in this video, people really think that nobody's opening this product. But before I get into that, I want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, Pokelytics HQ. Pokelytics is a one-stop shop for all of you guys that want to become better Pokemon investors or maybe business owners. One of the best parts about Pokelytics is their community Discord, and my favorite channel in there is the one-on-one consultation channel, where you can talk to someone about your Pokemon investments, whether you're looking to sell something or buy something. They also have a portfolio tracker where you can input everything that you have and see in real time whether your investments are going up or down. You can also compare this to other people and browse publicly listed portfolios. They also have an internal marketplace where you can buy, sell, and trade with other members in the community. And the beauty of this is that these are people that are already paying to be part of the community. So there's going to be a higher level of trust between these individuals. And they're constantly listening to their community and taking in feedback to make the platform better every single day. So if you guys want to hop in there, I'll leave the links in the description down below. There's a 3-day free trial that you can use, and after that, it's only $4.99 a month. And you can also use the code PROFIT25 to get a little bit of a discount on your purchase. So thank you so much to Pokelytics HQ for sponsoring the video. All right, so look, the reality is a lot of people are opening product, and we're not going to go too deep into that in this video. But if you watch Anon's channel and he does the pack destruction monthly breakdown or whatever he does, and you can go see that data in person, the reality is a lot of packs are being opened. But even if you come from the perspective that nothing's being opened or a lot of stuff is being held sealed, the reality is in the short term, a lot of these boxes are going to continue to move. And my best example for this right now is Paldea Evolved, which I talked about in that video. And this is from my spreadsheet, and you guys that are in there, you probably already saw this. But last night, yesterday when I did this, the market price on Paldea Evolved was $256.54. Today, the market price of Paldea Evolved is $267.87, as you can see here on TCG Player, which is crazy growth for just one day. And it's kind of following Fusion Strike at this point in how fast it's moving up. And similar to Fusion Strike, there's just not a lot of supply on the market. Like right now, Fusion Strike, lowest listed box on eBay is $875 USD. And that was kind of what we were tracking over the past couple of weeks. We saw that there wasn't a ton of Fusion Strike. I think at one point it was down to like 6 days of inventory remaining. If you look at Paldea right now, and yesterday, this is how crazy this is. Yesterday, a 20% leg up would have been 307.85, and there were only 18 boxes listed on eBay North America below that price point. And they were selling at 6.71 boxes per day, which gave you a total remaining inventory of 2.68 days, which is essentially nothing. That is an insanely low amount of inventory on the secondary market. And today, it's probably even worse. So with the new price point of $267.87, a 20% leg up would be all the way up to $321.44. There's 24 boxes now listed below $321.44. So that's just because we've moved up in price. It's probably capturing a few more boxes there. And the sales data, which I took from today all the way to, I believe, the 7th or the 6th, whatever it would have been, it's basically moved it up a day from yesterday. So the sales data is about the same in terms of sell-through rate, but a little bit higher, 6.86 boxes per day now. That's 3.5 days of remaining inventory. Now, one thing I made note of down here is that this excludes 7 sealed cases of Paldea that have sold over the past 7 days. And that's a lot of sealed cases. And the reason I don't track those is because I think that in the future, you have to look at sealed cases as something different. But I know for a lot of you guys, you might think because it's the newer era that a lot of these cases are still going to get cracked. People are going to be opening the boxes inside. Now, even if you want to include these sealed cases here, which would be another 42 boxes, I think, on top of the 48. So 90 boxes or whatever over the past 7 days. that would give you an average of 12.86 boxes selling per day. That is 1.87 days of remaining inventory left on the secondary market. So guys, just remember, because this is going to be a perfect storm and we could see a price increase similar to what happened with something like Fusion Strike. I'm not saying Paldea is going to jump to like $700. I'm not saying that, but percentage wise, we could see a very large jump here in Paldea Evolved shortly, especially because Friday is going to be mayhem. And Friday is only like 2.5 days away, 2 days away essentially. If we only have between 1.87 and 3.5 days, depending on how you look at it, of inventory remaining, we're probably going to see the secondary market line up fairly closely with TCG Player come Friday. And again, when people have that 10% back sale, buying boxes, buying singles, whatever, these prices are just bound to soar. And again, you can make the argument all you want whether people are actually opening this stuff. I believe that a lot of packs are being ripped. The reality is, if you look at the math, you look at what Anon's doing with the destruction tracker there, a lot of packs are being broken down every single day. But even if you don't think that's happening, it's very hard for you to argue that Paldea Evolved is not going to be $300 by the end of the week. And I actually hate having a perspective like this. I feel like I'm just FOMOing people by saying things like this. It really just doesn't feel great to even have a discussion like this. But just based on the sell-through rate of the box and how much is listed on the secondary market, it just is a reality that it's more than likely going to happen. And I know a lot of people are saying that we're apparently getting a reprint of Paldea Evolved again and more booster boxes could potentially be coming. Guys, look at what happened to Paldea Evolved. The last reprint which I think was around here in early January or mid-January or something. You haven't seen this box pull back at all. Maybe it traded sideways for like a month before it started climbing again, if that. So point being, like, I don't think a reprint coming for Paldea Evolved is really going to do that much unless it's just massive, which even at that point, I think if you see these boxes come back down, people are just going to continue to buy them up, because at this point, I think most people believe Paldea Evolved is going to be the third best booster box set in the SV era, probably behind Destined Rivals and Surging Sparks. I still think there's an argument to be made that Twilight Masquerade is going to take that third spot, but either way, it's going to be up there, and it's going to be one of those sets that people want to open in the future just because of how many SIRs and IRs are in the set. So the point of this video, just look at the analytics, look at the data. It's really hard to argue against some of these moves that are happening. And if you like analytics, feel free to check out Pokelytics. I'm going to leave the links in the description and pin comment in this video. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.